Well, Gargi, as you rightly mentioned, the entire country is on alert mode as of now. And just a while ago, it was the Delhi government cabinet minister Parvesh Verma who was here, at the PWD headquarters, where in fact the air raid sirens have been installed. My camera person Rakesh Singh is currently showing you the air raid sirens that were blaring just few minutes ago. They lasted for around 10 minutes, and the noise was so loud that it certainly served as a signal for all the people, residing here to be on alert mode. Now, what the minister has said that, just like these air raid sirens, they will be installed, across the national capital at all the high-rise buildings, and they will in fact last for around 15 to 20 minutes. This is, kind of a security drill that was done today, but this is being installed in different areas of the national capital, so that you can prepare the people, the civilians, for an emergency situation. If there has to be a blackout during an emergency situation, just 15 to 20 minutes ahead of that, you will hear the air raid sirens blaring across the national capital to send the signal to the people that it is not a time to panic, but rather a time to prepare yourself. Now, the government, the state government, and in fact, the central government continues to say that the country is on alert. There is no need to panic. The armed forces are there present, but civilians themselves need to be prepared. So that is why the security drills are being arranged time to time. Over to you.
That's right, Anishika. Important to emphasize, it is not a time to panic. Yes, there is high alert. There's alert across the country. There is, a warlike situation that we're seeing along our borders, our western borders, given the kind of aggression from Pakistan. Operation Sindoor is ongoing. There have been 2 waves of drone and missile attacks coming in from Pakistan, but they've been very effectively countered by our defense forces and by our, shields. Take a look there at, there you have the state minister of Delhi as this siren has sounded, and it's a mock drill really in the national capital at a time when there is high alert along our borders and a high state of tension with Pakistan. And at the moment, of course, one doesn't know what is really going to happen next, but citizens across the country, there is a need to be prepared but not panic. That is what the government too has been emphasizing. There is no need to panic. People should go around their work normally. However, they have to know, in case any sort of emergency situation should arise, how they are to behave. Let's go back to Ishika for more on that. And Ishika, so tell us, what is it that the authorities, the administration is saying? What is the purpose of this mock drill, and how are citizens to react? Right, so there you just heard that siren going off. In fact, many Delhiites would have received messages.
Well, Gargi, you can hear the air raid sirens that are currently blaring, and they will continue to be so, because this is, as I mentioned, it is kind of a signal to send to the civilians, for them to be prepared. And this is a kind of a security drill that is being done by the government of Delhi. And what the government says, that they are going to be installing these kind of air raid sirens across the national capital on the high-rise buildings, and it will be a signal for the civilians to be prepared, because we know that there are already escalating tensions between India and Pakistan, and while the armed forces are certainly ready at the borders, the civilians also need to be prepared themselves. And that is why you could have heard how loud that noise was. And what the experts tell us, that this noise will certainly be traveling till at least 7 to 8 kilometers to alert the people. So this is just the start is what we are being told. These air raid sirens have been installed at the PWD headquarters, but now from now on they will be installed in different high-rise buildings across the capital, and such kind of security drill is going to be organized from time to time, because at this time of escalating tensions, the government says that if there is any kind of emergency situation, if there is a blackout that is needed, just 15 to 20 minutes before that, you will hear these, air raid sirens blaring across, the national capital. They are telling you to be on an alert mode, to not panic, but to be prepared. Over to you.
That's right. That's the important message there.